My name is Patrick McQuinn. I'm one of the trainers for Wildwork training program. Today we're doing Module 2 of Wildwork in Action, and this module is looking at biodiversity corridors. In this module we're going to try break down the biodiversity corridor into its individual habitats. We'll be exploring the habitats by looking at the different species that survive and thrive there. Once we quantify the habitats are here, with the participants through open discussion, we will start to look at different management strategies that can be potentially implemented to help improve or enhance biodiversity in the area. Key thing to remember with a biodiversity corridor is essentially these are lifelines for our wildlife across the country of Ireland. A simple example of what a biodiversity corridor is, if you can think of our hedgerows. There's about 300,000 kilometres of hedgerows dissecting the island of Ireland. If each of those are managed appropriately, essentially we have a road network for our wildlife to thrive. And just like humans, what wildlife needs to survive and thrive is essentially food, water and space. We're currently in Broadford at the Glan Beag walking trail. And this trail dissects across a series of agricultural land, and what you have along this trail are lovely pockets of native woodland. You have patches of semi-natural grassland, and indeed there was a biodiversity survey carried out here a few years ago by a sole gentleman who came out a few times over the course of a year, and he managed to record a staggering 330 different species, most notably the native red squirrel, which is fantastic to see that's currently doing very well here in the region.
This afternoon we were involved in the public engagement piece for the pollinator corridors. Community groups that we engaged were Tidy Towns and Ferroiga. We explained where pollinators can be found in the area and the benefits that they have to the people involved.
This was Module 4 of a 4-module course where I was bringing participants from the locality through the process of creating a biodiversity action plan. We've discovered that this site has been relatively untouched since sometime around the mid-1800s. The last records we could find, or the first records I should say, we could find at this site show that it remained a green space since that time. There's hawthorns on this site that are very ancient, believed possibly even from that time. But even today we've seen such a rich natural history here. Some swallows flying around here at the moment. There was beautiful starlings singing up in the trees. And we just investigated as part of the group a site of patch of ivy just on site here. So we're just stopping here to look at this beautiful hawthorn. What we have now at the top of this tree, in fact, is ivy in flower. So at the moment that ivy is buzzing with pollinators.
When we came across the tree with so many butterflies on it and other insects, it was absolutely fascinating.
We also have potential roosting possibilities for bats up there as well. So lots of our bats will...
There's this open area that is just waiting to grow into a great source of biodiversity and sustainability for people of all ages. So much to learn, so much potential to make the place better for everybody.
We also had Ferroiga and some of the youth come down as well. We got a lovely chance to just show them how they could potentially become a citizen scientist. So very simple things, just catching some butterflies, bumblebees, and working through identification swatches. There was also some lovely local honey here for them to try, and tomato plants as well, to demonstrate just how important our pollinator species are.
So it's actually really fun. We were catching bees and butterflies and wasps. I caught one. Yeah, she caught a wasp. There's the hawthorn tree. It's actually a really cool tree. Yeah, bats can live in it. They're really cool bats. There was VR as well, which is really cool. We got to eat honeycomb and tomatoes. But it's super cool today and I loved it. So hopefully we can do it again.
So what's it called? Admiral. So this is the red admiral butterfly. But really good day engaging with the public. One of the key things now is to conserve these small green spaces. That can be a tiny garden at your back, or it can be a much larger amenity green space. But to manage them in a wildlife friendly way, we can create these beautiful corridors across the country of Ireland for our wildlife to survive and thrive.